Hi, my name is Brent Cole with Welcome San Diego Real Estate, and I'm here having a conversation with Gary London. He's the president of the London Group, and he is an economist here, and he really covers all the bases, whether it is large planned developments or commercial, even residential properties. So you have a long history here in downtown San Diego. So I wanted to introduce you and thank you for coming today, Gary.
My pleasure. Is that a reference to the breadth of my work or my age?
The breadth of your work.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's the safe answer.
Yeah, exactly. So, so talking about downtown San Diego real estate here, over the last couple of years, we've seen definitely a spike in values. In the last year, we saw about a 7% increase in property values downtown. And right now, our inventory, we have about 200 properties, or less than 200 properties on the market. And so, I know you research the trends and kind of, look at the forecast. What do you predict to happen here in the upcoming future as far as the residential market?
Well, as you know, Brent, there's very few new condos coming on in downtown, with the obvious exception of on the west side, there's luxury condos being built there, but there's none in the middle, in sort of the middle end. And so I expect that we're going to see some apartment buildings convert into condominiums, and that's probably where we're going to add the most inventory versus new construction. The new construction that we're seeing, particularly in the East Village area, and to some extent in the Little Italy area, are all apartments. There are very few, if any, condominiums that are built. So I think all of these apartments that either I've been involved in or others have all been built to what we call condominium specifications, which means that if they legally convert, they should be attractive as condominium units. And I expect that we're at that point in the cycle. We have cycles in condo conversions that typically spread out over 10 or 20-year periods. We're just at that point in the cycle, I think, where we're going to see the introduction of a bunch of condo conversions over the next couple of years, provided the economy stays strong and stable.
Interesting. Okay, that kind of leads into my second question. I know there's a lot of cranes around downtown right now, and with several of these apartment buildings being built, and I know that the developers are mapping them out for condos with the anticipation that they possibly could be converted. What do you anticipate to be for a developer to make it feasible or to make it make sense to convert those properties on a per square foot basis? What would you project a Class A high-rise building to be priced around? Would it be around $750 a square foot on average, or is that something that's a number that is kind of an unknown still?
No, it's not an unknown. I mean, the numbers are known, they're just elusive. It depends. It depends on how high the building is, and depends on how much parking is required. I have clients now that are planning buildings with substantially less parking structure than historically they've provided to any given project. If the market is receptive to that, then you can build condominium at ultimate sale prices that are under $750. You can probably get to north of $600. That would be sort of the range. If the structures are required, $750 may not be enough. We may actually see numbers go higher. And then if that happens, that then becomes an issue as to whether there's truly a market for sort of middle-end condos at price points that high. What it will mean is that units will get smaller, for sure. But I think the trend is for less parking space per unit. I think the market will accept it. I think we'll see, regardless, some compression of the size of units. And because of the price points and because of the hard cost of construction, regardless, I think that it'll take some time for an aggressive amount of condominiums to be built downtown. We're seeing deals in the East Village that are, in order to pencil, from a feasibility perspective, really have to get almost 1,000 a foot, 900 a foot. That's just not achievable in today's market. So
right.
Those deals would be delayed.
Particularly in the East Village, we're seeing that on, the waterfront, and particularly in the Columbia district where BOSA has the Pacific Gate project being built. and they're averaging a little north of $1,000 a square foot. So I'm sure all eyes are on Bosa Development and their success.
Well, they'll set the high point, but that's, as you say, that's on the west side, that has you're paying for the premium views,
Yep.
you're paying for the Bosa reputation, that's another animal.
Yep.
We've pro forma, and we're getting those kind of prices on one particular project on the park, on 6th Avenue. Certainly in La Jolla, we're doing condo projects that get that or above. But these are very special projects. But so we're not gonna see those kind of prices in East Village, but what they do is they set a high point from which we can see velocity of increase in pricing in other locations that are what we would regard as lesser premium locations.